Okay, recording, and then I'll share screen. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the GOTEM Fund YouTube channel. I guess this is episode number 2. Today we're having our meeting on 21st July. So we'll go around the room to see who has any picks. Currently, the stock portfolio update is Branson.
Our total portfolio value is at 8760. I
Okay.
think down a bit, but still okay. I think the play hasn't played out yet, so we can discuss whether we should keep this or like anybody has any more appealing ideas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So previously we bought Take-Two, and the market value is down. Temporary, very minor, I would say. So yeah, we're still holding the position, and then we see how if earnings has any upside. All right. Okay. So Branson, maybe you want to start for your take if you have any ideas. This
So I have one pick. Well, actually two pick actually, but they're more of like a correlated play. So actually, I'm thinking of taking a pure technical swing along on either the SMH ETF or the DRAM ETF. So the immediate catalyst I feel is just more of a technical thing. Right? So recently we've seen a lot of deleveraging related news, like I think 1 out of 20 Korean margin accounts were wiped out. So actually, when a lot of leverage gets wiped out, right, I think it's a very good leg. Well, it creates like a more healthy kind of base and leg for the next, trend to continue upwards. So if we believe all of this AI related play, capex spending is still here, I don't think it wouldn't be that bad of a trade to just continue running a trend upwards with the ETF, because I think sometimes when you go with like your single names, right, you have a lot more like concentrated risk. Yeah, but if you ask me to pick between the two, between the semicon ETF and the memory ETF, right, DRAM, right, I think I would prefer DRAM just because even from a valuation perspective, if you compare the chips to the memory, right, memory is still at a lot more attractive valuation level. So if everything continues, right, this will probably go up. So I think we'll reach a pretty nice support level. You can see from the chart on the screen, right? It's like at a pretty nice support level. We got a deleveraging happening. So most of the gamblers are either out or like on the brink of like crashing out. And the next and I also feel that it's more of a technical play, but anyways, until we see the Max 7 or the big hyperscalers, right, say, oh, we're gonna cut down on investments, I don't see a reason why this shouldn't continue going up, because it's all going to their balance sheet. And even Micron just recently announced they're gonna like buy back huge chunk of share. So all of this is gonna drive the stock up. The whole ETF up fundamentally. So I think that's my play. And the exit, right, is we go on the chart, is I will take a more technical level related exit. So if it falls below like the most recent support by like if we use the, what's that technical tool called? The one Jay always uses, the
VWAP.
Yeah, the VWAP. If it breaks below VWAP, I think it's a good place to get out. Or during the Max 7 earnings coming up, right? Which I think is in this week, there is already, and I think next week also. If they announce like for some reason they're gonna like cut down on their capex investments, which I don't think so at this point of stage, then this thing will be a immediate get out. But I think for now, the trend could continue. Price target wise, I think the previous all-time high or even like swing high is a good place to get out. It's because it's just a technical play. I'm not planning to hold this for too long.
So 53 to 80.
53 to 80, high 70s, mid 70s. That's a good place to get out. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say 53, enter, and then 80, and then that's for DRAM, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then for SMH,
I think we just go with DRAM because SMH is already quite expensive in terms of valuation. If we want to take account valuation, because anyways both of them are in like a correlated trade. Yeah.
Okay.
The swing play. Yep.
Okay, Jay.
Okay, so my pick is intuitive surgical. So I
Ticker
think
symbol?
intuitive surgical.
Oh no, I mean the
Oh,
ticker.
ISRG, right? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so actually like so if you look at it, it's gone down a lot over the past year, but ultimately the fundamentals remain the same. So the thesis is that the
Wait, it's
reason
gone up or gone down?
down.
Okay.
So the reason why it went down is mainly because of capital rotation towards AI. But
Mhm.
if you actually look at like the earnings and everything, they are actually at the growth stage, and there hasn't been any negative news so far. Or not, or the negative news doesn't justify such like a drastic drop. So the thesis is basically that the moment AI receives a lesser valuation because of, let's say, sector rotation, then money will flow back to the stock and then you'll recover. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does this business do?
They s- I mean, they sell medical equipment to hospitals for them to do surgeries.
Hmm. Okay.
Most of it is elective surgeries lah. Yeah.
Okay. And what is your? Okay, I mean it's a 40 PE, right?
Yeah.
Is it a growth stock?
Uh I wouldn't say it's growth, but their historical PE is around like the range of 60. So 40 is a huge discount already.
Hmm. But it is a falling knife, right? I mean, we can clearly.
Yes, it is a falling knife. But ultimately, like I think the way we are doing this fund is that we are looking for really true value lah.
Mhm.
Because from what I've noticed is that we tend to hold on to one stock for quite a long time.
Mm.
Okay. So let me write that down. So you say entry is now, right? Anytime now.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay. And your exit.
Exit will probably be around like 40 to 50% up. Because if I
Okay.
remember correctly, this thing peaked at 600 less than a year back.
595. Yeah.
Yeah, Agala.
Wow.
So like my take is there's really no reason for a drop from 595 to 350, right?
Mm.
Okay. But why would it rotate though? Why do you think the money will like why now versus when it really rotates the whole sector?
Okay. First of all, I don't know when it will rotate. Most honestly, it's kind of thing it's hard to guess. But what I can say is that for even among the competitors, this specific company has the highest margin profile.
Hmm.
It's a leader in this space, lah,
Yeah.
essentially.
It's an industry
Actually,
leader. It's industry leader lah.
I don't know why it sold down that much also. I think it got lumped into the whole software SaaS thing.
No, the thing is that
Right.
this stock has nothing to do with software and
Yeah,
SaaS.
exactly. That's the
Yeah. So purely what's happening is that they need money. The market needs money to pump up AI stocks. So the first thing they're going after is the most highly valued ones, which are healthcare stocks.
Mm.
Then followed by SaaS, which has an inverse correlation to AI. So
Mm.
usually when there is sector rotation, the first one to get cut will usually be the ones with higher valuation multiples, and this industry is one of them lah.
Do you think the slowdown in the growth rate you can see over here is basically causing this thing to drop like a rock? It's not actually because of AI sector, whatever. It's like
No,
the
I don't believe that there's that much of a slowdown in growth to account for like what a 40% drop.
Mm. The PE
okay.
compression is too valuation
Yeah,
compression is too fast, too strong.
yeah,
But do you think, for
yeah.
example, right,
Mm.
at 11 to 19% growth rate, paying 40 PE is actually expensive.
For healthcare sector is a bargain lah.
Okay. You have another healthcare stock we can compare.
Maybe Let me think. Maybe Boston Scientific.
Oh, yeah, Boston.
Okay. So on a 5, holy shit.
Oh,
It's the entire sector. If you look at Medtronic, I'm pretty much it's also the same.
And this is cheaper than your IS Intuitive, right?
This is cheaper because this is not a market leader.
Okay. You see, severe growth deceleration, which I mean
But-
justifies why it's going down. Like.
But if you look at the by the growth deceleration of Intuitive Surgical, what they tell you is that there's because of lesser elective surgery, that's what they call it, uh through the next year. But the reason why they have lesser elective surgery isn't because there's less people getting injured. It's because there's no nurses right now. So ultimately this is a cyclical thing.
mm.
It's not a structural thing.
Okay. So Boston Scientific is not the market leader.
It's not.
That's what you're saying. Okay. But we're paying basically almost 2 times the earnings now from ISRG, sorry, versus
Yeah.
Boston.
If you look at a gross margin, you can see that there's a clear lead lah in terms of percent.
They did beat lah. So I mean this is good. It's just that they barely beat as well. Right, so you got any questions for Jay?
I think the risk reward, right, for this play is probably there, especially if there's like an end or a backstop to the whole AI play, capital probably flow out, and these are the kind of names that probably get a bump. But
Yeah.
do you have a exit, like not just not the price target, like what is there anything that would that you get out of this stock?
Anything that I'll get out of this
Yeah,
stock.
like maybe like something happens to it fundamentally, or like the chart just doesn't. Yeah.
So bad case, what I'll look out for is
Mm.
gross margin compression lah. So basically, if their profitability decrease, then I'll probably get out. But from what I've seen so far among their peers, they are industry leader number 1. And number 2, if you really look at if you really look at the 5-year chart right now, you can see that their price is at 2023 levels.
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure their revenue is higher in 2023 lah. And if you look at now versus two years back, there isn't suddenly less people getting injured. It is not like this kind of industry is like getting out of fashion because there's better technology. It's just purely number 1, they don't have enough nurses right now to do certain surgeries. And number 2, the capital is flowing to AI to pump AI stocks up. That's it, really.
Mm.
I don't have much experience of like medical hardware equipment, but last time when I was looking at Novo, it was kind of the same situation of like the thing is absolutely crushing. But then it crashed to 10 PE, and then Eli Lilly was sitting at like a 40, 50 PE basically. But even at the bottoming out stage, for example, right, you can see in my mind, your ISRG, whatever, is here. I feel like just a personal thing. Like it's still crashing, right? And so like the capitulation is still not here. I feel it will still do this, and then it'll go up from there. But it's just a personal opinion. Like I don't know data to back
I
this
mean,
up.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, because honestly, no one can call the bottom, but what I'm just pointing out is that compared to historical P, now it's pretty cheap, right?
Yeah.
Right. So honestly, I can't tell if this will continue crashing, but if it does continue crashing, then my thesis is we all expected it to happen, right?
Mm.
That's fair. Okay, so 353 600 basically. Okay. You got anything else you want to add?
No, nothing else.
Okay.
Mm.
My one is actually very simple. It's literally just SK again. With the release of Kimi K3, don't know whether you guys saw, everything is crashing. But I think that's actually a positive signal because like the amount of tokens that are going to be used are just going to be way more because people finally have a cheap way to use AI, right? So then the companies that are the smaller companies which don't have the budgets suddenly can spend a lot more on tokens to try out, right, the open source models. And regardless of Chinese or American, they still require the memory lah. So, and then now the PE is about 17. Oh, sorry, this is the ADR. Okay. Yeah, so I personally bought it at like 2.5 million won. So even I'm down, but like at 1.8 million is even more, is even attractive to me. Like you can see the graph. And then the PE is like below 20. So it's trading like cheaper than a Mac 7 to me. And the growth rate is faster. And there's the earnings that are coming up. I forgot which thing. But the earnings are coming up, like, I think, if I'm not wrong, in like 3 weeks or something. So I mean, I'm pretty sure the stock will still go down on an earnings day, which is like they're gonna double beat whatever. But it's gonna show like the AI trade still has a lot of legs, basically. And then when the ADR was launched, I'm watching the SK CEO talk about the future, right? It's like, yeah, there's like they have never been more sure about building $400 billion of additional factories, basically. And then the government is backstopping that, basically, to build these factories. So the entire economies are being run on this, right? Like AI is almost 50% of the S&P I saw. I don't think there's a lose situation. So I guess same sentiment as Branson. But SK as a company, bigger than Micron and smaller valuation than Micron. So bigger in rev, bigger in profit, whatever. And then still trading at lower just because of the discount. So yeah, this is just my pick off. In terms of my exit entry, technically we can just exit like what you guys are doing. 2.9, 2.7. Yeah, so 1.8 to 2.7, basically. I read that.
Actually, remind me, why did it crash?
Okay, wait, give me a sec. I can't focus. So it crashed on the day that Samsung recorded the record profit. Like it was the most profitable company in the history of the world, something like that. And I think everyone was like, okay, let's just cash out and just take
Sell
profit.
the news.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Then subsequently, there were 3 model releases in the span of 2 weeks, basically. So Facebook released their Muse Spark model, which was like 25% cheaper. Sorry, like 1/4 cheaper than the Anthropic model. Then Grok 4.5 also released. So I'll show you guys this one here.
Can I check if Samsung itself also crashed?
Sure.
I think also another leg that drive it down was the Meta wanting to lease its excess compute.
Oh yeah, it's also crashed.
That one, I think it gave a sense to the market that maybe like there's too much supply now, but I don't know. It's just saying that it's going to lease out the spare one, the spare excess. Yeah, but I don't know whether they would actually have it or not if they want to push for it.
Let me try to recap. The one buying memory is mainly Nvidia, right? It's not hyperscalers, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Like
Memory
indirect.
is a component part to. Basically, inside the Nvidia chip is the memory HBM.
Got it.
Yeah. So correlated, I would say directly, linearly correlated.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I personally use AI applications day to day. So I can tell you, for example, in the past 2 weeks, this model came out. So the Kimi K3 model.
Yeah.
And then the Grok 4.5. So like Elon is training it on his like cluster, right? He got a super cluster, I forgot what's it called. Then this one here, Facebook came up, this one. And then Thinking Machines, which is like a OpenAI, whatever people came out, so open source models. So you can see.
Okay. Yeah. Which company is Kimi on?
Kimi is from Moonshot.
Moonshot. Yeah.
So let me try to understand. So the thesis is that Nvidia will sell to more companies right now, including Moonshot and Meta, and because of that, they'll need more memory, which comes from Micron, SK Hynix, and Samsung. And because they need more memory, demand will go up, and then stocks will go up. That's the main thesis.
yes, cost of compute going down, right? Inference cost going down. So everyone is like, I need to use more AI because I can finally afford it, right?
Got it.
Then yeah, basically. And then also this was like a very bullish post on X. Let me try to find. Kimi themselves on their official Twitter account, for example.
Okay,
Is
I mean, if nothing else, I can see the SK Hynix is at a discount right now, like even nothing changes.
yeah, correct. But let me try to justify it further to you with some data. Yeah, so you see this? Demand has pushed the close of our limits of our coverage. So basically, like in order to even serve these customers, even if you're Chinese or American, you don't really care, right? You still need the chips to
Yeah,
serve your
correct.
customers. So this is technically a bullish sign for memory and the NVIDIA.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
I think my play is similar thesis to yours, but because I don't want to pick the dominant leader, right? So I just go with the ETF.
It's okay, it's less risky.
Yeah, because there is some although SK Hynix is like the leader, right? But there are some new companies coming out, like coming public, like CXMT, stuff like that. But people could always say memory is commoditized, but there is some variation in terms of the product performance, right? If I'm not wrong. So it's not that commoditized. It's like slightly differentiated product. I mean, compared to your chips, lah. But then again, the valuations wise, you trading very low, and if things continue, like even if like more of these models come out, they go for a price war, right? Like what they're doing now, like Meta is pricing lower, everybody's pricing lower. I this just today, right? I logged to Cloud. I saw like I had a prompt, like they say something like $100 on us or something like that for some usage case. So anyways, if they continue with that kind of play, I think memory will, the shovel, which in this case is the memory and chips, will continue to benefit. So I don't think the whole AI trade is done. So we could still hop on and just run it out. But yeah, my exit, like I mentioned, is just the hyperscaler saying they're done or something. But I don't, that, like you said before, there's nothing to drive their next leg of growth, right? It's AI, right? So yeah, I think SK Hynix is a more concentrated take as mine compared to mine, it's my ETF.
Actually, one question, John. Why SK Hynix and not Samsung?
So Samsung sells a bunch of shit like TVs.
Oh, got it. Understood.
More diversified.
Yeah.
So if you want a pure play, it's probably SK Hynix. Got it.
Yeah, correct. And like even though Samsung, like they have some nice HBM stuff, like SK only does one thing, right? So their customer concentration, I would say, like
it's entirely based on that. Yeah.
It's entirely based on that. So like you better be good at that thing too. Yeah.
Got it.
Well, when will you get off SK? Like
me, on a personal level, is it?
Both, like is there any like a technical or fundamental exit? Because for mine, right, if I go with a DRAM ETF, I care more about the an overarching environment of memory demand. But for yours, there's also a need to consider like SKs or products or things like that, whatever strikes they may have, this kind of stuff. So it's more like a company concentrated kind of exit.
You're talking for GOTEM, right? Specifically, not like my personal.
Yeah, correct.
I would say the previous high, if it's another all-time high, and
how about selling at a loss? Any situation that will get that you want to cut?
I will definitely not sell at a loss.
I mean, just hold.
Yeah, I mean, you can't lose in this situation. I don't know how to say this. Yeah.
So
even on like a personal level, even though I'm like in the red now, like this is a $2 trillion company. Like if Broadcom can trade at 1.8 trillion, like this is deservedly that valuation. Like it's kind of cheap, to be honest. Yeah.
That's true.
This is Samsung, but SK is like 18 PE. Yeah. And like, I don't know, man, all these guys here, they're not going to make money, but it doesn't matter, right? It's just more of these guys are going to keep appearing because people just want to try their shot at this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at this stage, not even company racing each other for AI dominance. It's countries also.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the Chinese actually are doing a favor to accelerate the it's like free market competition, which is a very good thing to the consumer, right? Which is good.
Yep. Shovels continue to benefit.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my pick. Should we vote now? Or wait, but we still have a play going on, right?
The take two.
Yeah, so do we exit that first?
We have to vote whether to exit this first. Like whether okay, so
Yeah, we
so
still need to
if we
vote, yeah,
vote,
correct.
right? If we vote, we get a draw. Like like there's no clear.
We can't have a draw because there are three people.
How about we vote amongst our three options first? We pick the winner,
Huh?
then we compete our winner against take two.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. We do that.
Yeah.
That makes more sense, alright?
Yep.
Okay. DREF versus IS versus RG. is it?
SRG. SK.
You're by the ADR or you're by the 0600?
I think buying the Korean one is better. The ADR, like I don't know, it's still too
Too new.
too new. Like yeah.
Okay. Each of us should have 2 votes, I believe.
Yep.
Preston, you go ahead.
I will vote for DRAM and SK, but I like intuitive surgical. I personally myself want to buy it, but there's no. I don't see any. Like I
Catalyst.
personally prefer like a catalyst to
Got
Yeah.
it.
drive the stock up. Yeah,
catalyst.
before I get on, because I don't know how long I could sit on that investment for. Based on personal experience, like buy something
Yeah.
that just hangs there.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's the same for me. I'll go with DRAM and SK because like I think you all just now like we have no idea when the knife is gonna stop falling, right?
Okay, now we got like DRAM SK versus Take Two.
All right. Okay. Okay. Preston, go ahead.
I Take Two. I think. Okay, so this is only one vote, right?
This is only one vote. Yeah.
Wow, tough call, man. Because I
Okay. Wait. What is our percentage down? Is it what 4%? What's this? $200.
It's not much, lah. Actually,
Okay. Just before y'all make a decision as well, the next earnings call
I got logged out.
is August 7th. So it's quite near, to be honest with you.
Oh,
So now we have the issue of, do you want to hold and see what happens?
Yeah, that's basically the decision here.
But actually, I'm surprised the stock didn't bump up that much from all of the GTA hype,
Yeah,
right?
but because they were pricing in it already. But because like the pre-orders are real revenue, right? So they can recognize that revenue. So that's what I think will move the thing lah.
Might explain the run up in 2025 when it first got announced.
Correct. Okay,
Yeah.
Preston, if you're undecided, Jay, you go first.
I mean, to me, Take Two is very similar to intuitive surgical lah. Like I mean, we had a thesis, but it looks like it hasn't played out yet. And I think honestly, personally, I did not know SK fell to 1800 lah. That level is unheard of lah. So I think it's better to sell now and secure the SK price first.
Okay, so you are an SK?
Yeah. I haven't looked at DRAM like the entire chart, but I mean, if we are a YOLO to the moon kind of thing, then we go with something more concentrated, lah, right?
We are a YOLO fund.
Yeah, lah. So yeah, lor. So
Yeah.
if we were more diversified, I'll go with DRAM, but we are a YOLO fund, right?
Yeah. I mean, you could vote Samsung if you wanted.
No, we are YOLO, man.
Yeah, then I'll go with SK also. More concentrated.
Oh, okay. Personally, I'm voting for Take Two. So okay. So we have a decision. So we are losing $240.
Actually, less than that because we took a hit from the currency conversion. Yeah.
Okay. Okay then.
So how are we gonna execute? We're just gonna like sell it and buy.
Yeah, probably.
Today it's up lah. Just that you know, like today on the Korean
Check the
ticker.
chart out.
You see, it's up. Like it's massively up lah.
Oh shit, then maybe our entry
Sorry.
is a bit fucked lah, no?
It's up 4%, not 7%. Like
Actually, it's still trading in the range. Like
Correct.
if you ignore like the daily percentage up and down, right? The past few days it's been within quite a tight range. So actually, we could still get on and just have to deal with the higher volatility for now, until it breaks back up. Because the other last week it gapped up, but it sort of closed the gap down already. So and I think it's fine if we just enter tomorrow, but we have to see how tomorrow it opens. If it opens up like massively gapped up, then maybe we wait first. But now I think if it stays the same, it's okay to just go in.
Okay, lor.
Yeah, the
1
1.7 to 1.8 plus range, because I don't think it's
I think
possible to get the perfect.
I don't think there's a reason for this negative 27% over the last 1 month lah. So
Yeah.
even everything that we have seen, right? So
Mm.
let me layer Samsung over.
I see
So
got
the
a
drawdown from Samsung is less lah. I guess because it's more diversified business.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We have a decision. So
what was the
Okay.
entry price? We just go in, right? Anytime tomorrow.
you wanna buy on red? Oh no.
I think we see how it opens tomorrow, but preferably not any higher than 1.9k.
Okay, can. So anything below 1.9, we just buy lah.
That's my opinion, and preferably not above 1.9.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, because
I think if it's above 1.9, we just update on the group, then we see how lah, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So our conclusion, we're buying SK. And thank you guys for your time. Stop
Okay,
recording.
thanks. Bye.